wanted to show you guys how I do my social media planning for the week. So these are all of my Facebook pages that I have to post on. So this would be Annie's and 2 posts. This would be Crochet Magazine and 4 posts. So that's all Facebook. And these are all Instagram. So you can see how many of those I do every single day. And I'm filling out the other side. So I do that every week. And then once I do them, I highlight them and fill them in. So that's kind of how I keep track of all of the different social media accounts that I have to post for. And every week it's a brand new blank page and we fill it in again. today I am working on a second whip. I'm working on the Stitch Together project that's going to be for August. So we all make it in advance, and that way we have you know, WIP posts to share and sneak peeks and all of that stuff. So that's what I'm trying to work up as fast as I can. I meant to start it a few days ago, but I'm actually working on a different project for Lion Brand Yarn, and that is kind of my #1 priority at the moment. So this is, I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can. Luckily it's medium weight yarn and a 5mm hook, so it's going by really quickly, and I just started it about, I'd say about an hour ago, and we also ate dinner, so I actually got pretty far on it, and it's going really fast, like I said, so I'm pretty excited. So on the docket for tomorrow, I have a call with a few of my bosses to talk about filming, and then I have WIP Wednesday, so it's a little bit of kind of work-related things all day tomorrow, and then my friend is coming back to stay with us for a little while before she goes home on Saturday, so I'm really excited. I hope that I can get more of this done tonight while I'm watching something or maybe reading a book. I'm doing the Ron Strong book club with Ron Strong. We're reading Lost Roses, and I like it so far. It's not too bad. It's about the Romanovs, Anastasia, the princess that disappeared. It's actually really cool so far. So I'm going to keep crocheting, and hopefully I can get this mostly done. We'll see. It's Lee from CoCo Crochet Lee, just inviting you to our WIP Wednesday live at an earlier time today. It'll be in a few minutes at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and my guest for today is Brittany from Be Hooked. Can't wait to see you there. From CoCo Crochet Lee, and we are going live at an earlier time today because we have a special guest, and it is Brittany from Be Hooked. I'm so excited. So I had the pleasure of meeting you in Chicago at our Maker Life when you were the keynote speaker last year, and it was one of those times where you and I just really hit it off, and we were instant friends, and we spent a little bit of time together with yourself. And
hydrating myself has become a pretty important part. I've realized that it's really easy to get sidetracked and forget about things like drinking water. So I try to drink a ton of water in the morning, like first thing in the morning.
Wait. Does coffee count, Brittany? Does coffee count as hydrating?
Well,
to do a live video for the Craft Yarn Council. It's a little series that they do called Wing It. So what happens is you do a live video and you basically just sit down and wing a design, a pattern. So usually you have no pattern, not really anything in mind that you're gonna make. and you just, you know, you kind of make it up as you go along. And so I think I'm going to go with an amigurumi. I've got some medium weight yarn here because it should work out pretty quick. And I'm going to give it to Emma Noel after. So I'm going to hop into the Wing It live video, and I will show you guys how it went after, and if my amigurumi turns out, we'll see how it goes. Pretty excited though. So I just finished the Crafty Yarn Council Wing It live. It was a little bit stressful just because, you know, you don't really have a plan at all, and you don't know how it's gonna go. So I ended up making a strawberry. It turned out a little bit like a radish, and I put the black flecks all over it, but these just the eye placement makes it look like they're his eyebrows, so he looks a little bit startled. So he does look like a radish to me instead of a strawberry, but Emma Noel loves him, so I would say that's a win, and I'm gonna cross that off of my schedule. One more thing officially done. Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing a question and answer, a Q&A to finish up this video. I did post the questions on Instagram first because this is my first one of these. So going forward, I'll be doing this every week on YouTube, and you can put your comments, your questions into the comments here, and I'll bring them up next week on a new video. So I'm really excited to be doing this every week with you guys, and I hope that you're enjoying this. It's new for me, but very fun. So here are the questions that came in from Instagram. The first one is by Stephanie Aaron, asked, what's my favorite GIF? And that's a weird question. Who has a favorite GIF? No, I'm just kidding. I do. It's this. So perfect. So the next one is by Stephanie Aaron again, and she asked, what's my favorite snack? So my favorite snack is definitely potato chips. So any kind of chips. In Canada, we have some pretty strange flavors, like all dressed chips and ketchup chips and things like that. So I definitely, potato chips, I can't say no. I will eat all of them anytime. It's really bad, actually. The next one is from Yessie Designs. I love Yessie so much. She said, what is the best gift someone could give you? And I would say one of the things that means the most to me is something that's written in somebody else's handwriting. So notes, pictures, cards, anything like that. I've put a lot of sentimental value on people's handwriting. So I have 4 tattoos, and three of them are in other people's handwriting. So, you know, the one on my hip says "Love is all you need," and it is written by my mom, my dad, 2 of my brothers, and my grandmother. And we just had them write the word on a card, and then the tattoo artist transferred it onto transfer paper and then did the tattoo. So handwriting means a lot to me. It makes a big, I don't know, I just get really attached to people's handwriting. The other one that I have is this one, and it says Ron and Joan, and it's in my dad's handwriting, and it was transferred from a Beatles vinyl from the 70s. So when my parents were together, they would write their names on everything that they bought together. So I have that as a reminder of, you know, their love, and I'm a big Beatles fan because of them. So handwriting really means a lot to me. The next one is from DD Van 123. It says, what is the first crochet pattern that you published in a magazine? I wonder if I have them. I think I do. The first thing that I published in a magazine, I'm pretty sure, was the Gingerbread Friends, and they are these ones, and it was from Happily Hooked magazine. So I published these. They're super cute. They were for a holiday issue. So there's a boy version and then there's a girl version, and this was my first pattern published in a magazine, so super cute. Great question. So the next one is, what's your favorite yarn? Now that is a very hard question for somebody that crochets every single day. I've used a lot of different yarn. And usually whatever I'm using at the time is my favorite yarn because I get really excited about whatever I'm designing or making, and I just I fall in love with whatever yarn I happen to be using at the time. I do have some yarns that I'm not a big fan of, so I think that would be easier for me to like eliminate them. I'm not a big fan of the Red Heart Boutique yarn because you can't rip it out very easily. So if you make a mistake, I think maybe that's the thing, is like any kind of yarn that has that texture where if you try to frog it or rip it out and it doesn't come out, I get so frustrated. So I feel like I'll avoid those kinds of yarns if I can. So I hope that answers your question. The next one is, how many hours a day do you crochet or knit? So that's also a hard question because it varies day by day. It's different, every day. And some days I can put in, a good 8 hours just crocheting and knitting, especially if I have a deadline, because I work best under pressure. But if there's days where it's a computer day where I have a lot of work to do on the computer, some days I don't even pick up my hook at all. It's very rare, but there are days when I don't crochet. So I would say maybe if you average it out, maybe 4 hours a day, give or take. That makes sense to me. The next one is from Dalo F Yarn, and it says, do your children each have a blanket made by you? They actually have a few. So on my daughter's bed right now is the Ice Crystals Throw that I designed. It's a blue gradient cabled blanket that has snowflakes, and I made that specifically for her, so she loves that one. And on my son's bed, he has the Geometric Garden Throw, and he has something else that I made too that I can't think of the name of it. But they each have a blanket in the living room. My Sophie's Universe is on the blanket rack so people can cuddle with it. But I always give them the side eye if they grab that one. Like, it's there for being pretty, don't use it. I've had to repair it. I made it a long time ago, and it got some holes in it from people loving it too much. So that one is kind of like a touch but don't touch. And then, so I have one more question. It says, where do you find inspiration for all your beautiful designs? That's a great question too. Because I do a lot of commission work for companies, they'll give me some guidance in terms of what they're looking for, especially for Annie's designs. So if I'm doing an Annie signature design, or if I'm doing a pattern for Crochet Magazine, for example, a lot of the times Connie, the editor of Crochet Magazine, or Lena, the head of Annie Signature Designs, will kind of tell me what they're looking for and give me some guidelines, and then I can kind of design from there and fill in the blanks. I like that better. I like the structure of it a little bit more, just because I have a lot of moving parts going on in my life. So sometimes if it's just completely up to me and they say, okay, just do whatever you want in any yarn you want, I'm just like, it's so many choices. I don't know what to do. So it's I like the guidance. I like a jumping off point when I'm designing. In terms of design inspiration, usually I make things that I would like in my own home. Which isn't to say that I get to keep everything that I make. For Annie's, you have to send it away and you don't get it back. So that part is kind of interesting, because you make something, you fall in love with it, and then you send it off, and then you never get it back. So that part's a little bit sad. But for other companies like Lion Brand Yarn, you get to keep everything that you make, and it's like that for a lot of different companies too. So oftentimes I'll make something that I really want at the time, and then I get to keep and enjoy it. So thank you so much for joining me this week for this video. If you are, enjoying these, make sure you subscribe on the YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing these every single week, so I can't wait for you guys to see the next one. And again, if you have any questions, I can bring them up on the video next week. So drop them in the comments here, and I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for this vlog from CoCo Crochet Lee. Be sure to check me out on Instagram to see all of the amazing pictures and projects that I am working on a daily basis. And be sure to ask any questions if you have any for next week's vlog. I'll bring them up every single week. And I'd love for you guys to subscribe and to share this around. Sprinkle it a little bit everywhere if you can. I'd really appreciate it. See you next time.